Good afternoon, everyone. In today's session, you will understand Asset Basic Setup. The agenda is to go through Asset Basic Setup, covering serial number control, depreciation rule, asset group, product category, and product. This session enables you to understand the Onfinity Asset Basic Setup and its terms in the context of business processes. The prerequisites for Asset Basic Setup in Onfinity ERP are that the tenant must be configured in your environment and organizations must already be set up in your tenant. Let's start with serial number control. Serial number control is a mechanism in Onfinity ERP that enforces assignment and tracking of a unique identifier for each individual product, asset, or equipment. This ensures every unit is uniquely identifiable and traceable across its entire life cycle. There are three types of serial number controls in the system: assets, products, and equipment. For example, vehicles can have an internal serial number assigned at the asset level for tracking purposes. You can search the serial number from the menu utility or directly move to Master Data Management. Under Product Management, you will find Serial Number Control. Click on New Record. Select the organization, give a name to the serial number, enter the start number, and define the increment. The control basis can be fixed asset, attribute, or equipment category, depending on where you want the serial number to be visible. Prefix and suffix can also be defined. If you want the same serial number across multiple organizations, define it at the star level and use the organization code format. Once saved, the serial number gets enabled. You can also define exclusions of tables if needed. Now let's understand the depreciation rule. The depreciation rule defines how an asset will be depreciated over its useful life. Onfinity ERP supports two methods: straight-line and written-down value. In straight-line, the asset is depreciated evenly, while in written-down value, depreciation happens at a fixed percentage on the reducing balance. You can configure the depreciation rate monthly or yearly. For example, if a car worth 12 lakh is depreciated using straight-line at 20% annually, it will depreciate by 2.4 lakh each year until its value reaches zero or the residual value. Let's move to the system, and you can search depreciation rule under Asset Management. Select the organization, give a name, select depreciation type, and choose whether to define the rate annually or monthly. If rate-based depreciation is chosen, enter the rate, and the system will generate the schedule accordingly. If depreciation type is period and annual rate is checked on, then the define rate will divide it by 12 to calculate the monthly rate. Similarly, you can configure the written-down value depreciation rate. Next to understand is the asset group. An asset group is a classification that defines common characteristics, accounting rules, and depreciation policies for similar assets. It acts as a template to ensure consistency in creation, valuation, and reporting. For example, you can create a group called Vehicles for all company cars. Let's move to the system and to create an asset group. Search under Fixed Asset Management. Select the organization, choose the asset type such as tangible, intangible, or current asset, and link the serial number. Mark whether it is owned, define depreciation rules, and set the useful life in months. Pro rata schedule can also be defined to determine depreciation based on purchase dates. Example, if you purchase Tata Nexon on 16 Aug 2025 and pro rate is marked as true, then August 2025 is the first depreciation period. If it is false, then the first depreciation period will be 16 Aug 2025 to 15 Sep 2025. Once asset group saved, the system copies accounting rules automatically from accounting books, which can be updated if needed. Click on Process button so that any changes on Asset Group Accounting tab can be processed, so that all assets under the group get updated with the new codes. The next is Product Category. A product category groups related products that share features or business rules. For assets, it is mandatory to link the asset group with the product category. Instead of assigning an asset ledger code at the product level, define it at the category level, so all products inherit the same ledger code. For example, office vehicle or office computer. You can search product category from the menu or under product management. Define the organization, name, material policy such as FIFO or LIFO, product type, tax category, asset group, costing method, and costing level. The system generates accounting rules, and you can adjust the asset ledger code here. Assigned products automatically inherit these rules. For more information about the product category, a details video is available. We will recommend you go through the video for understanding the product category. Finally, let's talk about the product. A product is a good, service, or resource that a company buys, sells, manufactures, or consumes to support its business activities. While defining a product, assign the product category that is linked with the asset group. For example, Tata Nexon or Dell laptops. You can search Product Master from the menu search utility, or under Product Management you will find the Product Master. Create a new record, select the product category, enter the product name, and save. Based on the category setup, many fields are auto-populated. You can then define product prices by selecting the price list version and entering prices. In this way, you can define multiple products. For more information about the Product Master, a details video is available. We will recommend you go through the video for understanding the Product Master. That concludes the session on Asset Basic Setup covering serial number control, depreciation rule, asset group, product category, and product. Thank you.